Hello gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel, Johnny Berba, dating life coach. I teach men how to attract women naturally, on the streets that is. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you and I'm going to be showing you some infield footage of how to get an instant date or take a woman straight from the street to a coffee shop for a coffee. If you're a complete newbie, a beginner, someone that's just started, you're just going out on the street, you're just getting to grips of going up to women, talking to them. Maybe you haven't got an instant date yet, maybe you haven't got a phone number, maybe you've got numbers, maybe you're close to getting it. Listen up. First thing I want to give you is location. Getting stuff like an instant date with a woman or taking a woman straight from the street for a drink is really about the locations that you are practicing and talking to women. So obviously I'm around the location of central London. I wasn't right in the heart of it, I was by the South Bank. But generally there are lots of tourists there are lots of opportunities for things to happen. Now that's not to discredit an instant date and say, oh, you're just getting an instant date because the girl has got nothing better to do. You're going to see in this demonstration there's a fair amount of skill that I've got to use and social skills I've got to actually demonstrate to the girl. I'm going to explain those in a minute. So if you're a beginner, I really want you to think about where you're targeting your market, where you're going to meet girls to increase your opportunities of having an instant date, being able to meet girls that are available, take them straight for coffee. The second thing is I want to really speak about is your mood, your state. These things usually happen when you're in a good mood. I was not planning to do this today. Me and Danny were answering questions. We were doing another project, but I was in a good mood. I seen the girl and I thought I'm going to go and talk to her. So being in a good state, anything is possible. And if you don't know what state means, it means getting into a good mood where you generally feel sociable. And you can do that by doing the things in my anxiety program where you just go out and you just give compliments to women. You just go out and say a genuine compliment and then you move on. You give 5 or 10 women compliments and you become in a super state. So the third thing is I want you to do is to ask for it. I see so many students when I first take them on boot camps and I'm working with guys one-on-one, they've got an opportunity to go for an instant date but they don't say it. So in this scenario the girls invited me on an instant date, but generally you want to be asking, so if you don't ask you don't get. So if you're in a conversation with a girl, you're a beginner, and you ask her for a phone number, she says, oh, I can't give you my number, I'm just here for a day, or I'm traveling, or I've got to meet a friend later on, just say, do you want to grab a coffee now? It's that simple. It's just, you know, as I said, it's skill meets luck meets opportunity. Those are the 3 things. Now, I'm going to go into the technicalities of the conversation. I'm not usually interested in pick-up lines and stuff like that. I'm always about teaching guys how to be natural and be expressive and be themselves. Having said that, I want to point out some key factors in this conversation that led to an instant date. Now, this is an American girl, very attractive. She's not just some tourist who doesn't know what she's doing. She's traveled in London, she's very socialised, she's a teacher, she's very congruent, I might add. So, notice how when I asked her for the phone number, she was challenging me. She was saying she doesn't have a phone. She was asking for my number. I was saying, you know, I'm not going to give you my email, that's what I do for business. I was challenging her back. It was the challenging that got her to ask me for an instant date, because when you challenge a girl, it shows you're genuine. It shows that you're not just a pushover, you're not just a nice guy. And it also builds attraction. It's an attractive quality. And so many times when I've been teaching students, instant dates usually do lead to good conversations, as I've said, getting into date, having fun, being spontaneous. And when you're challenging the girl, so if a girl says, I can't give my number, say, well, why can't you give me a number? We're getting on really well. Why not? Why don't we go for a drink? Usually they're like, oh, why don't we go for one now? Because the psychology is, from a female's point of view, she'd rather do it in the moment when she feels good than go away, take your number and think, oh, I'm not too sure. Plus, you know, it's just so easy to go from A to B, all right? So I don't want to overwhelm you if you're a beginner. It's about going to areas where you're going to have a good chance of instant dating women. The second one is about getting yourself in a good state so that when you're talking to them, they're enjoying the energy, you're enjoying it. You can be expressive, you can be sexual, you can be fun, and they're going to feel that energy and they're going to want to continue that over coffee or a drink, or even more if you're more advanced, and that's for the members area. If you want to see me take girls home, you know, and that's the more seductive stuff if you're more advanced and you want that stuff. So to round it up, tip number 1, if you're a beginner, go to areas that are busy, like central London, if you're in London. If you're in America, go to New York. If you're in Spain, I don't know, Barcelona, usually where the capital is, right? Go to a place where it's busy, it's populated. The second one is get yourself into a state, good state. When you wake up in the morning, good music, get some good food in you. Compliment a few girls on the way. This is a social sport. It's about becoming sociable, becoming fun, and then attracting women. Third one is ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. Say to her, listen, you've got 10 minutes, let's grab a coffee now. You know, throw that line in. fourth one is to add in your conversation. I'm giving you an extra thing here because I'm kind. Challenge. Women are going to challenge you. When you challenge someone, it shows you're more genuine. If I'm going to work with someone on one of my courses, I like it when people say to me, well, what kind of results am I going to get? Or how does the program work? I like people to challenge me. It shows they're enthusiastic. It's the same with women. These things I'm teaching you not only apply to attraction on the street, instant dating women and getting these type of results, it applies in every area of your life. So, I know it's long, it needed to be said. Enjoy the footage, and you're probably going to get a lot more out of actually watching interaction. Enjoy the process. Uncle. Jonathan, if you can make...
Your dad or your uncle?
They both said it, right? No, actually my dad, my uncle and my mate. He said, Jonathan, if you can make a woman laugh, you're halfway there.
Okay, but what if they're laughing at you?
Well, even better. I don't care if you're laughing at me, you're laughing with me. It makes me feel good, doesn't it? So you're laughing at me.
No, I laugh at
An English
everyone.
teacher laughing at a shy, extrovert. Yeah. How dare you? How dare you?
But I'm American.
What kind of English teacher are you?
I'm actually a very nice English teacher, but I'm not teaching English, so...
Fair enough.
It doesn't matter.
No, you're lovely though. You've got a lovely feel to you. Very feminine. Lovely.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
So how long are you here for?
Till the 4th or the 5th.
Where's that? 4th of next month?
No, this month. I only have a few days here.
Fair enough.
So, kind of.
So you're 27, English teacher, full of herself, smart, nice girl.
I'm not full of myself. I'm mildly conceited. There's a difference.
I love the intellect.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you, but I have to go.
Easy.
Am I just going to stand here being interviewed?
What I was going to say was, right, the interview's finished, you've got the job.
Okay.
I'm a busy man, I'm sure you're a busy lady. I would love to have a drink with you if you're going to be in London, if you've got an hour.
I drink tea.
I was about to say a peppermint tea, there's a nice place in Covent Garden. Yeah,
I don't know
so you're so quick to judge a man.
Oh, no.
So quick off the mark, that's typical American.
Yeah,
we know everything, we're smart. What I thought would be good, it would be good if we can find an arena or an establishment to argue with and have a chat, have a nice tea. It'd be nice if you're a nice girl, I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
All right, can I text you on your cell phone, is that what you call it?
I don't really have, I have an iPhone, but it doesn't have a SIM card, so.
Communication is key, you're a teacher.
Well, yeah, but I don't make it so people can call me. Why would I do that?
I understand. I suppose when you're going on holiday, you're not really, you're just sort of detaching yourself.
No, I don't want people to call me. You can find me on Facebook. That's really the only way to contact me.
I don't use Facebook, you know, because it doesn't go well down my business. Do you have a number I can text you on?
I have my iPhone, but you don't have an iPhone, so it's impossible.
All right, if I give you my number and you press call, I think you'd get my number, wouldn't you?
No, it won't work.
Really?
I'm absolutely positive it won't work. The only people I can text are people with iPhones, and it's only when I'm in my
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a SIM card for here.
You're going to lose out on a nice guy then.
Well, why don't you just give me your email or something, and I'll shoot you an email.
My email?
You're a business guy. You should have a card.
You're cheeky, you are. I don't have a card with me. Why don't
You don't have a card?
Convince me.
You're wearing a suit.
Convince me. Do you like a man in a suit?
No, not unless they can afford a good one.
Yeah, do you know, I love the sky because...
No, well, it was nice meeting you, but I do have to go, and you said you have a meeting, right?
I said in an hour.
Oh, well,
Mrs. Know-it-all.
let's go have a tea over there then or something.
Sorry?
Let's go have a tea now or something.
All right, let's grab a tea now then. Let's go over here then.
Okay.
So you're not, you're just walking about?
Well, I'm looking for my friend, but I can't seem to find her anymore. She's usually by the bridge.
I'm following you, go on then. That's like a job interview. I'm going to sit here, I don't like that arrangement. It's like, it's too formal for me.
You smoke cigarettes?
No, I don't, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't bring mine. That's why I was asking. So what's your interview for? Your meeting?
What's my mean? I can't tell you, can't disclose it, it's private.
Okay.
Lovely to meet you.
Oh, you too.
I like American people, girls, people are friendly.
Yeah, I think British people are nicer, like more polite. It's like Americans, like if you're in a crowd.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to leave you with a challenge, right? If you're going out regularly, if you're a guy that's going out regularly, I want you to set it down as a goal. Set a goal that you want to get an instant date. Again, I do say don't be results orientated, but sometimes we have to change things. We've got to play with different frameworks. I want you to say, I want an instant date. I want you to go to a very populated touristic area. I want you to spend 2 hours, and I want you to be talking to girls, and I want you to be asking every girl that you approach if she'd like to grab a coffee with you straight away. Now, you may not get it straight away, but this is a great, I promise you, this is a fantastic practice. It's what I teach on program. It's getting into good habits, and it's creating spontaneity. And you're actually going out with a goalless goal, because if you don't get the instant date, that's fine. You're still talking to girls, you may get phone numbers, you just don't know what's going to happen. So I want you to go out into a populated area. I want you to ask girls when you're having a conversation would they like to join you for a coffee. And don't even say, oh, do you want to come for an instant date? Just say, listen, do you want to grab a quick coffee over there for 20 minutes? And you don't know where it can take you. You never know. I've had students do crazy stuff. I've done it myself. You just never know in life, especially when you're being, sociable, you're having fun. So like and subscribe. Enjoy the process. Please share these videos out. The more they go out to people, the more they can help people. And again, if you want to, take action, work with me, check out my 6 weeks program. Thank you very much for following. Love you. Bye.